What's going on, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets here with my buddy Riaz, and we're giving you our prize picks look for the Thursday night, week 4. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars going against the Cincinnati Bengals. Our first prize picks video for last Thursday did awesome, so we're going to continue to do these. Prize picks has been good to us. We've been winning. Some of my prize pick lines I posted on Twitter didn't do too hot, but Riaz has been killing it there, so he's going to post some of his stuff up on Twitter, and obviously he's got some fire picks, so let's ride the hot hand, Riaz. So we got passing yards up here for Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, 256 for Lawrence, 249 for Burrow. Who do you like?
Yeah, honestly, I like both of them here. I like the over for both. I think this game is going to be pretty high scoring. Um, they're not going to be down. I think it's going to be a pretty close game, but I think it's going to be one after another. They're just going to keep scoring, and they're going to be throwing the ball. Two great running backs for both of them, but I think they're going to really take advantage of both really bad secondaries, and I like the over.
Yeah, we got the Clemson LSU rematch from 2019. We were both talking about that narrative before we started the video. They might be having, a little bit of, whatever you can do, I can do better narrative going here. Burrow's got better weapons. Lawrence has got the arm. So we'll see. Lawrence has got some legs on him too, so they don't really have a rushing prop here for Lawrence. But if there was, I don't know if I'd take it, but it would be interesting to see what the line was at on that. I'm here with the
No, they
over.
do.
Do they have a rushing yard for Lawrence?
Yeah, 14 and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that ain't bad. I kind of like that, especially if some pressure gets to Burrow here. I mean, pressure gets to Lawrence here. That's a spot where he can kind of, get to Burrow. I'm not trusting that 6.5 line. I don't know. The knee looks fine, but I don't know if he's gonna be milking it still or what. But 256 for Lawrence. I don't know. It feels a little high to me. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. I like Burrow's over. But Lawrence, to me, I'm not an under guy. I don't bet unders. But this is just something for Lawrence. I'm waiting for a big game from him. I think everybody is. We know he's talented. His team sucks. But rushing yards, though, like I said, I touched on the Lawrence prop and the Burrow prop. Mixon, we know he gets the volume. We know he's a 100-yard back week in, week out. He definitely could get there, along with James Robinson, who's they're starting to use a little bit more. We want him to be definitely more involved because the talent is there. I don't know if you're liking. There's 4 across the board here. Riaz, you like any of them?
I don't really like the Joe Mixon one. We talked a little bit before we started this. 83 and a half. It kind of feels like he has to get 100 in order to hit this because he's either going to get 100 or he's going to get around 60, 70 yards rushing. But I do like the Robinson one, 52 and a half. Like I said earlier, I don't think any team's going to be blowing anyone out. But in order to get the passing game going, you got to run the ball. Don't tell the Eagles that because they clearly have no idea what's going on. But 52 and a half for the whole entire game, I could see him almost getting this at half. Both defenses, like I said, are pretty bad. So I really am loving this 52 and a half. I think it's very, very low. He had 88 last week against a better team. So I'm going to ride with the over here.
Yeah, Robinson, his attempts are going up week by week. He started off with 5 in week 1, which was very sketchy, but now he's up to 15 in the last game, 88 yards, and he's seen some receptions. I like his reception line, but we'll get to that in the video in a little bit here. I do like him over 54 and a half, or 52 and a half rather. I think that's pretty fair. I don't know if Prize Picks updates as the week progresses, but I think that might be a line that might start to trend up a little bit, but we'll see. He's also at 20 and a half receiving yards. He's got that mark in 2 of the last 3 games, 17 in week 2. But he went for 29 in week 1 on 3 receptions and 46 on 6 receptions on week 3 against Arizona. Similar kind of game here with high points. So what do you think about any of these receiving yards? I know there's a lot to touch on here. We got 7 on the board. What do you like?
Yeah, I like Chenault here. 41 and a half really doesn't seem like that much, especially for, I wouldn't say he's the number 1 guy, but definitely the number 2. He gets a lot of targets. He gets a lot of receptions. If you just kind of think about it, he gets 2 catches for 20 yards. I mean, pretty much right there, you almost have it. You just need him to get 1 more catch for 2 yards, and I don't think he'll have a problem getting to 41 and a half here.
Yeah, no, I like him there. I think they do need to start using him more. He's a tremendous athlete. Someone like Chark too on the Jacksonville side is is a little high for me, so I'm not going to be fading, there. I just want to see consistent targets out of him. They have been progressing up. Actually, he started off with 12 in week one. Now he's at half that coming week three. He's kind of a big play guy outside the numbers, so we'll kind of see there. Not something I'm going to be touching. Marvin Jones, he's the number one there, but 62 does seem a little bit high. Chase, he's big play. Boomer bust, it seems like, out of this first three games of his career. But they do have a tremendous connection. So Chase is some guy I do like here. I like him in a couple different props, but 65.5 is something I'm not going to be touching. Honestly, a lot of these is a fade for me. Besides for the Chanel, I see where you're coming from there. Robinson, I do like at 20.5. I think he's going to be heavily involved. Other than that, these kind of go hand in hand if you want to get into receptions here. Robinson at 3, something I already talked about. I like. You like Chase at 4.5? Remember you talking about that, or anyone else?
Yeah, oh yeah, I like Chase at 4.5. Chase was also in that LSU Clemson game.
Yep.
Throw a little fact out there for you. But to go right back to Chenault, if I think he's going to have over 41.5 yards, he's going to need over 4 catches to get that. So over for Chenault at 4 catches. Like you touched on earlier, Tyler Boyd's in a weird spot, 5 catches. I feel like he's the type of guy that'll either have 1 or 2, or he'll have 8 or 9 receptions. But DJ Shark's a good play here. 3 catches, over 3 catches. It just seems way too low for a guy who has all the talent in the world and a pretty decent quarterback to throw him the ball.
Yeah, we're waiting for all these. We're waiting just for a big game from Jacksonville. These are a little sketchy to me. Besides, I like Marvin Jones just kind of being a number one there, and some guy who's seen 9 targets, 11, 8, in the past 3 games, and someone who's been over that 5 receptions in the past two. Had 5 receptions in week one, but that's a spot where I prefer Marvin Jones here. Chase. I don't know. Chase, I feel like he's going to be. It's just right around there. I don't want to be gritting my teeth in the fourth quarter hoping Chase catches a bomb for his final reception. But we like two. I like two of them. Riaz likes a couple. Let's get into rushing touchdowns. There's only one guy here at Mixon at 0.5. So he's got to get one. And this is rushing. So sometimes they throw you a curveball and they'll allow it to be rushing or receiving. I prefer that rather than just a rushing. But mixing at rushing, Riaz, you like this one?
Yeah, I do. I think, like I said before, that it's going to be a high-scoring game. Um, there's no way he doesn't find the end zone rushing the ball. So all he needs is one. I'll take it every day of the week.
Yeah, no, I like it too. That's just I get scary around those goal lines. I know I know he's the goal line back. Usually he is, so I don't know. We'll see. Something I'm gonna be fading. Riaz likes it. Pass completions. This is just kind of a shitty prop. We don't ever really
Yeah,
touch these. But this is the spot where you're like, okay, well, Lawrence is gonna go over the 260 or Burrow's gonna go over 250. You might want to pair it up. With something like this, I can definitely see it. If you want to touch on fantasy score here for a minute, we got the 8 guys or 9 guys here. All of them are a little iffy. Someone like Chase at 14.5, he's eclipsed that in all of his games so far. all of his games so far. Trevor Lawrence, if he doesn't throw any picks and he throws 2 touchdowns and he throws for the yards that you're predicting, he's going to get you there regardless. So he's got a little bit of a rushing upside as well. Robinson, we expect him to be heavily involved, so Robinson's a spot where you can bet on that fantasy score. Any other of these guys, Riaz, they're all kind of similar here. If you like any of them, it's kind of a coin flip on which one you think's gonna get
yeah.
there.
I
So
mean, all the wide receivers are around the same price or the same fantasy score. I'm really on Chenault this week for this Thursday night game, so I think he's going to get over 12. Kind of a weird one. CJ here at 5.5. I mean, kind of a weird play. It's someone if you just want to throw it in, just to have a little extra on the game. 5.5 is really low, especially for a high scoring game like it's going to be. Um, take it as you will, but I might throw him at over 5.5.
yeah. Other than that, oh yeah, I didn't even see him down there. whole CJ the tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's not on any other prospects besides for that one. Um, oddly
Yeah, I
enough.
wasn't gonna attempt his last name. I didn't want to butcher it.
Yeah. Either way, this is our Prize Picks video. Like I said, the support on this has been tremendous. We had our highest view count on the last one, and like I said, we've been successful. Riaz has been hitting, I've been hitting. Even some second half. We'll throw out some second half bets as the game progresses. On our Twitter, you can't miss out on the Twitter. The Twitter is popping. We're going crazy over on the Twitter. We got mad picks popping out for free. This is absolutely free content you guys are getting here. You can't get this anywhere else. So thank you guys for watching. And Riaz, you got anything else left to say or what?
No, not much. Just we're gonna be throwing out prize picks for Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. So be on the lookout for that. And like Dale said, we'll definitely be throwing our picks for the first and second half for prize picks because we're loving this site.
Awesome, yeah, awesome site. Great site, great people behind the whole app. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.